Hello Nerdfighteria. From October 2023 to January 2024, over 21,000 innocent Palestinian people have been killed by the bombing campaign in Gaza, with thousands more under the rubble and presumed dead. By the start of Project for Awesome, the numbers will likely be even higher. Entire neighborhoods have been reduced to rubble, and entire families have been wiped out. The remaining 2.2 million people in Gaza are facing displacement, starvation, and unimaginably harsh living conditions. We're able to see firsthand the devastation in Gaza thanks to reporting from on-the-ground journalists and photographers, such as Motaz Azeza, a freelance content producer for Unrwa Usa. All this violence takes place on top of the pre-existing oppression Palestinians have lived under in Gaza Strip and the West Bank for more than 75 years at the hands of Israel. In the last several decades, Israel has restricted the movement of people and essential goods, including food, medicine, and water, into the Gaza Strip. This has led to a health crisis for the residents of Gaza, with widespread lack of clean water, basic health care, and staggering rates of malnutrition and preventable disease spread. This health crisis has been exacerbated to an unprecedented catastrophe in recent months, as Israel relentlessly bombards Gaza with targeted attacks on health and civil infrastructure. This year, for the Project for Awesome 2024, a group of nerdfighters concerned about the genocide in Gaza have come together to highlight organizations that do work to help Palestinian people. Given the recent focus on building and bolstering healthcare systems and fighting preventable diseases in the developing world within Nerdfighteria, we cannot think of a more relevant and critical cause. The organization in particular that we would like to highlight is the Unrwa, specifically Unrwa USA. This is the American branch of the organization that raises funds and awareness for the UN agency. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees in the Near East was established by a UN General Assembly resolution in 1949 to protect the rights of Palestinian refugees and to implement direct relief programs to refugees. UNRWA is a full 4-star rated charity and has had decades of accountable, impactful work in the region. For 70 years, the UNRWA has carried out its humanitarian work in Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, the Gaza Strip, and the West Bank, including East Jerusalem. More than 7 million Palestinian refugees in the Near East, both within the Palestinian territories and those neighboring countries, access 140 UNRWA healthcare facilities every year. The UNRWA has built 706 schools and enrolled over 540,000 students. They also provide social relief services and financial assistance to registered refugees. In addition to these activities, the UNRWA aims to provide aid in terms of emergency, including the current crisis Gaza has been facing since October of 2023. This aid includes food, healthcare, sanitation, and shelter. However, providing these things has been difficult due to frequent bombings and Israel's arbitrary and stifling restriction of aid to enter the Gaza Strip through the limiting border crossings into the territory. As of December 30th, 2023, 142 UNRWA workers have been killed in Gaza. We hope that in the near future, the bombardment and destruction that Israel is conducting in Gaza will cease and that Palestinians will find the freedom that all people deserve. When the time comes for Gaza to rebuild, the UNRWA will likely be critical in these rebuilding efforts. In the meantime, they provide a number of services to Palestinian refugees both in Gaza and in other areas in the Near East that are absolutely essential in this time of need. As of January 10th, UNRWA has distributed more than 12,000 metric tons of flour, 3.8 million food cans, 4.3 million American dollars worth of medicine and medical supplies, and 16.9 million liters of water. For a displaced population of over 2.2 million Palestinians, these are all still far below the needed aid, but the organization is on the ground as much as they can to distribute aid and supplies. To learn more about this organization and to donate, you can visit unrwausa.org. We believe this organization does essential work in a time of great need. We encourage you to vote for our video during the Project for Awesome 2024 and share it to raise awareness for the vital work done by UNRWA for Palestinian refugees around the world. DFTBA everyone, and happy Project for Awesome.